Good morning, LC.
Good morning.
Can you see my screen?
Uh-huh.
Okay, all right, just making sure. I wasn't sure if it was sharing or not.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, just keep in mind, the meeting is being recorded.
Okay.
Try not to share any personal stuff.
Got it.
Oh man, so how's your morning going so far?
It's going well.
Good.
How about yours?
Good. It's going well. I'm sitting here looking at this market and listening to Bloomberg, of course. So it's so look, it's like it just that 9 o'clock candle. You see that giant? Like it was crazy. It did a huge jump down.
Yeah.
You got your footprint up?
Footprint?
Your Dom?
Yes.
Order flow? Yeah, like look at that. I don't know if you keep it on. I keep mine on overnight so that I can see what happened historically, because it's only going to show you six candles at a time. But look at that 9 o'clock Dom if you got it on the 15-minute chart. Man.
Yeah.
That joint, it shot like as soon as 9 o'clock hit, it shot down. So what I think happened was those were orders that were already sitting there.
That would make sense.
Yeah, I think they were on some type of time trigger or something. Look at this. Buyers are being aggressive. Look at that.
Yeah.
Not even giving sellers a time to get in. Like, they like, nah, we got this. Y'all done had this all night.
I see.
So it's
need to find a resistance.
Look, you see one?
I don't. But
yeah.
until I find one, I'm really not going to know where to get in.
Oh no, that's why we doing this together this morning. Nah, I don't see. So like, I've been watching it since. Now, of course, I missed this candle right here, but I've been watching since this one, the 8:30 candle, and I noticed what it was doing. Like, so this is a good candle to look at and say, okay, all right, maybe it's reached the bottom, because obviously, we pushed up. Then when we got this candle, okay, I'm a little more convinced. But what I noticed, so in this candle, this is the 8:30 candle. So I noticed that the volume, that bottom volume was pretty low. So I figured, and if you look, like most of the volume is, to the top side, this bottom. So I was like, that's a good indication that demand is starting to creep up, and supply is starting to dry up a bit because the volume is starting to go down. So yeah, it really got my attention there. So because I was like, okay, that's a good indication that buyers are starting to step in. But even at that, this candle, when I looked at it, it still finished like the sellers were still in control. But you could see that buyers were starting to come in the market like pretty thick. So that was a good indication that, this probably was the bottom. Then when this candle happened, I was like, okay, yeah, this is the 8:45 candle. Yep. I was like, yeah, you see that volume at that bottom? And it was funny. Like with this one, I watched it happen, and like sellers got real aggressive right here, that 174. They came in real aggressive, right? And the buyers were like, no. So what I think they were trying to do, I felt like it was a stop move. It was a stop out move. I think they were trying to entice people to get into the market so that they could stop them out for this explosive move up. I mean, it was interesting to watch because for a long time, this joint was like zero.
Mm-hmm.
It was zero. So I was like, So then all of a sudden, like 10 orders came in. And I was like, really? I was like, oh, I was like, that has to be like some type of move or something. And sure enough, they didn't get it, nobody really bid off of it. But then, you got that explosion to the top side.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, it's interesting to see that because you seen it basically what they was doing is they was dropping, they was dropping little breadcrumbs for people to follow, for retail traders to jump on. Yeah, come on, get in on this down move, this late down move.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, boom, shot up. So yeah, that was an interesting story behind that candle, the 845 candle. Then, like I said, this 9 o'clock candle, it was ridiculous. It shot down real quick, all them little orders, and then boom, explosive move up.
Yeah, it went way past my support. Way past.
Oh yeah, you talking about this
from yesterday?
Huh?
The support that I had from yesterday that it tested, it shot way past that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it shot past David's too, the one he had posted on there.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Tony.
Good morning.
How you guys doing?
Good, man. How about yourself?
Pretty good. I'm healthy.
That's a start.
Mhm.
So the meeting is recording, Tony, just FYI.
Yeah.
We'll make sure we don't share any personal information.
Correct. Mike, which indicator is this up at the bottom? I know I had it, but I think I hit it, but I don't recall the name of it. Yeah, that one with the volume.
Yep. This one is order flow analysis.
Order flow analysis. Okay.
Yeah. So this is part of the strategy, or a strategy that I want to get everybody back on and get more detail on how to actually use it. Because it is important. It's very helpful, if you know how to use it. Probably one of the better indicators out there for sure, because it's just all the detail in it. But I'll show you all something else real quick that I saw last night. So did y'all know about the data window in TradingView?
I saw it yesterday. I wasn't sure how to use it though.
Yeah, so all right, so it's this one right here. So the 1, 2, 3, fourth one down. So basically the only thing that you really need to pay attention to is these right here. So this one right here is based off of this indicator. So this is the volume profile indicator. So that's what this one is right here. So basically it gives you a snapshot. So if you can't see it up here, then you can just look on the data window, and it's basically telling you the volume, the volume at the particular price point or price area where price is currently. So, based off of the profile right here. So these price areas. So that's the snapshot that it's giving you right here.
Okay.
Yeah. So, obviously we got more sell volume right now than buy volume at that particular price area. So remember, it's based off the profile, not the volume in the not necessarily the candle volume. So just that's to be separate. So then, so that's why you won't. It's not necessarily going to match up with your volume right here, because this is the volume that's in the candle. Now, interestingly enough, it does. Now, why don't I have a total? I used to have I thought I had a total, but this volume right here obviously matches this volume right here. So the volume in the candles are legit. So which basically matches all of this volume right here. So now let's see, looking, all right, but yeah, I just wanted to bring y'all attention to that. So if you have indicators that produces different data points, this data window helps out with that.
So I don't think you ever went over the SVP indicator. Is that something that you started implementing?
So hold on a second, Tony. My grass guys are here. I didn't know they were coming today. All right, there we go. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the so we never went over the volume profile, Tony?
Oh, is that what's on the side? Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess because it threw me off because of the stuff on the side. But yes, I do recall the volume profile on the side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I should put it on. Let me see something. Maybe I should put it on the right side. Let me see something. Yeah, it's just so this one, it's the SVP. It was just the this is just the session volume profile, but they, I guess, one of the updates, they just went on with SVP, or maybe, yeah.
Oh, so it's no longer, well, it's okay, because I do have the session volume profile bookmarked as a favorite, but they have a SVP instead now.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be better than the current, well, the older one?
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you.
Gotcha.
So let me see.
Let me see, because I know this one, oh no, okay, it's in the middle. All right, let's see. Here. Oh, well, no, they just, the title comes up shorter. It comes up SVP all night.
Okay, so yeah, so it's the same one, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same. At least it looks like the same thing. I know on mine, it shows the volume at the end of it. Click on yours for a second at the top, the left. So yours don't show the volume. Mine shows the volume on that line.
It's there. Hold on. It's there. It just depends on what you
okay, got you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know if that's different. I think I'm gonna keep it to the left. All right, yeah, that's better. I can see better. All right, so I'm gonna take the data window off. All right, let me look. So obviously we're in a downtrend with GJ. So let me look. So the yen is somewhat strong. The pound is weak, but getting stronger. It seemed like it was gaining some strength, so we'll see what happens there. The euro getting killed today. Yeah, see, this isn't going to open. S&P, the 500 isn't going to open until 9:30, so it'll be interesting to see what that does. I want to see if this candle is going to bounce. Yep, it's bouncing. But interestingly enough, oh wow, okay, so we had some stopping volume right here. So that's what this is. So we have some stopping volume. Let's see. No takers yet. But so right here, okay, sellers are trying to get more aggressive, but we got some absorption going on.
So hold on, I'm gonna ask you a stupid question.
Uh-huh.
So, so, so you said we're clear on a downtrend. So were you basing yours off of just the immediate, like the downflow for today? Because usually I know I look at the overall, and I guess that's, if I go up to like the 4 hour or the 1 hour and look at the trend from that perspective. So I guess that's the overall trend. So you're looking at it from which point?
So right now, just I haven't looked at the higher time frames, but for the 15-minute, we're definitely in a downtrend.
Yeah,
Uh,
so from how it opened today or so? I'm just trying to get a gauge on how many candles are you evaluating approximately? I mean, not literally, but when you look at, let's see, when you look at like from the candle, what time is that? I guess this is more so, uh, where's my time? There we go, like 2:45 a.m. Um, that's clearly in a downtrend. I mean, because it goes down, then retraces, then it continues down and retraces a little bit more and down, and then retrace. It's in a retracement now. So, are you looking at it from that perspective? That's what I'm asking.
so I'm looking at it from this perspective right here when the
Yeah.
downtrend started.
Yeah. Okay. I just
Yeah,
want to make sure because I'm looking at that too, and yeah. Okay.
yeah. So yeah, from here all the way down, like you said, retrace a little bit, then
Hmm.
continue, retrace a little bit, continue. Now we're in a pullback now, which would be interesting to see, how far we go.
Hmm. Hmm.
This pullback. So my thought is, and we'll see. Let me see. Let's see what we got going on right here. So sellers are being aggressive right here, though. So that's interesting. It doesn't look like. So sellers are trying to stop the market from going up. That's what this is right here. So sellers are trying to push the market down. That's what all of this means right here. But it looks like buyers are trying to absorb and keep the market pushed up. But it's interesting because, and so here's what's going to happen. So you see how that's been zero for a little bit, right?
Hmm.
So what they're trying to do now is get more traders in on the up move. Because right now there's no takers. See, the market can't move up unless somebody takes right here. In order for the market to move, you got to have buyers and sellers. So somebody's got to. So we got a couple of. So they put it out there. So it said, all right, 26. I got, anybody willing to sell at this price level. So that's basically what this is. I got 26 orders that I need to get off my hands, or I got 26 orders that I'm looking to buy at this price level. Is there any demand here or any supply? So right now, the sellers are saying, no, we ain't got nothing for you at this price level. So watch to see if we get anything right here, which could be one of those moves where they're trying to get traders in to continue to up move, right? Or do we stop it here and continue to push the market down? So right now it's stalled in this small little window. And you see it play out in the candle right here.
Hmm.
So it's going to be a matter of if we get a taker right here, then we can continue to push the market up. If not, the market is going to continue to fall more than likely. Then you watch for, where's the aggression. So right now there's actually divergence because price and volume are doing two different things. Okay, it just caught up with each other, or yeah, it's on the verge of divergence. All right, so look, you see how buyers are getting more aggressive. Bam, there you go. Now you got takers. Now the market can move up. Now watch. You see the candle?
Yes.
So obviously buyers are in control. Yep. Now we're moving. But one thing to note is that that up volume is starting to slow down a bit. So we know what the trend is, right? So it's a downtrend, right?
Mhm.
So anything to the upside is a pullback. So what you want to watch for is our indications that the pullback is over. First indication is going to be this one right here. So this candle right here, where we had the rejection, right? But we don't necessarily get in because you got to watch, because this is a retest of this support area. So that's to be considered before you think about putting the order in. But looking at what's going on, so we see that sellers are starting to take back control. At least they're trying. Real even right here, real even. So this is where the battle is at. Oh, Tony, so remember when I was going over this with you before, we were trying to figure out why we didn't see all of the numbers on the side for the prices.
Mm-hmm.
Did I ever tell you I figured it out?
Nuh-uh.
So basically it's based off of the decimal. So with GJ, if you look, the decimal only gives you 3 digits. So
Correct.
yeah, so basically if we looked at Bitcoin, we'll get all of this right here. Everything before the decimal.
Okay.
If we looked at anything, again, it's just based off the decimal. You get everything to the left of the decimal point.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is what shows up over here.
Oh, okay. It looked like, oh, so they rounded it.
Yeah. They just round it based off the decimal. Everything to the left of the decimal point is what you get right here. So if we looked at anything else, so we looked at GU, all we're gonna get is that 1 right there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, same thing with EU. We're just gonna get that 1.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. So how much time we got left in this candle?
5 minutes.
Yep. So the volume. So looking at the volume. So still we got divergence again. We got divergence again because price and volume doing 2 different things. What do you think in LC?
I don't know.
So here's what I think. So it's 9:25. So the equity market, the New York Stock Exchange is about to open. So the market is setting up right now. It's either setting up for an explosive move to the downside at 9:30 or an explosive move to the upside at 9:30. When 9:30 happens, one or the other is going to happen. Let's see.
And I was looking at that 9 o'clock candle, the green one right before the current one.
Mhm.
And I don't know. The way that initial one, the green one, started doing the rejection,
Mhm.
and would I have gotten in that to the downside to bring?
Oh, no. So look, all right, so I was looking at that one, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched that one. So that one started off all wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, I had my order flow on. And so when that one opened, it shot down. Like there was no pass go. So that was crazy to begin with. And then once it shot down, it started to shoot back up.
Mm.
And so it shot all the way up here and then eventually rejected to come back down. So yeah, that was a crazy candle to begin with. You wouldn't want to get in that one.
Okay.
It started off crazy. I just looking, I was like, what in the world? It just like it shot down. Like I'm talking multiple price points, like all at the same time.
Oh, wow, that's terrible. Okay.
So
Let's
would it
see.
be wise or foolish to at 9:30, wherever the big push goes, whether it be up or down, would it be wise or foolish to jump in on that side and try
So
to catch pips, or would that be silly?
I'll be honest with you, LC. Like I'm actually thinking about putting a sell order in. And I'm thinking about, let me see something. All right, so looking at this, let me see. So sellers are in control right here in this candle. We got 2 minutes. We got a rejection here. We got a rejection there. The overall trend is a downtrend. The only thing that gives me pause is this support area right here and the fact that it hasn't broken past it yet. If this support wasn't right here, I'd be sold on the downtrend. But what I'm gonna do, I'm putting the order in. I'm gonna put one in. Let me see.
So what if so are you looking at the area of that support, or are you just looking at it just closing like in the area and in between the two green lines?
Oh nah, no, I usually look for it to close. So you have to look at it one or two ways, Tony. Sometimes it just depends on which way you're going. So it closed over the entire area. So
Correct.
yeah, so typically it just depends, but you can look for it to close at the line depending on which way you're going, to be
Okay.
honest with you. Yeah. Yeah. You see,
Okay.
like,
I think I always get confused whether, well, confused, I'm not sure if that's the right word, but concerned if I should be in the area or above or below the area.
nah, I mean, you definitely want to be above or below for your close. Yeah, you definitely want to be above or below.
Okay.
For the close. Because if it's because like sometimes it can be a little tricky though. But the fact that we have the entire area, I mean, if you get a close like this one right here, you know, it closed above. If it hadn't rejected so bad right here, you know, I would have been okay, you know,
Oh,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, maybe you know that's a good reversal sign, right? But you know, all right, 5, 4, 3. All right, I got my sell order, and let's see if that support gonna hold up or not. I put a sell order in, just FYI. All right, let's see if it's gonna break that support yet. So far, the sellers are in control. Got to break that support. There we go. I'm in profit now. There it is. Let's see. Let's see how far it's going to go. Look good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There we go.
Oh, wow.
Yep. 100 and I put in 2 orders using the $1 lot size. I'm currently at 216 and counting. That's how it's done, y'all. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Wow.
What did I tell you? It's gonna be an explosive move either way.
Does it usually do that at the open of the New York session?
It depends. It depends. But if it's at a key area, it does every single time. If it's at a key area, all right, I'm closing my orders out. I'm well past 10 pips. So
Yeah, I closed mine out too.
oh, you jumped in on it, Tony?
I did, yeah.
Ah, look at you. LC, did you get a piece of that?
I did not.
But yeah, nah, Tony, if it's at a key area, at the 9:30, so like that's why LC and I were talking about it yesterday. You know, we were talking about timing, and timing is everything in this market. You know, so like we were talking about the Tokyo session on a Sunday night, right?
Mhm.
And you know, one of the things I was saying is that with the Tokyo session on a Sunday night, you can't really go by it. Like you'll get moves, but those moves to the up and down side are to establish a high and a low. So basically, Sunday night is to establish a baseline to work off of. It's no real real honest trading going on Sunday nights in Tokyo session.
Okay.
Yeah, so trying to so you know, again, it's not because of that. It's just establishing a baseline. So you'll get moves, you know, to the high, you know, and or to the low at some point, but it's establishing baselines, you know, for the trading week.
Got you. It is still moving.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, look, it was building up to that. It was, again, I knew it was going to be explosive one way or another, but given that the trend is a downtrend, like I said, the setup was there. When we got this rejection right here, you know, that's what, again, I was like, huh, okay, interesting. So then when I see stuff like that in the direction of the trend, so basically what this told me was that the market wasn't willing to go past this area, at least for now, right? So I said, okay, let's see what the next candle does. If the next candle kind of follows suit, so to speak, then I know, you know, where we're going with it for the most part. And then being able to look at my footprint here, you know, that pretty much gave me what I needed to know as far as what was going on.
Okay. So I like the way you put that about the explosive down move, but I think initially or immediately it was inevitable for a down move. Like when I put the fib on that high to the low, it retraced and rejected at the 40% level. So I think it was inevitable to go down. Now, it might have traded sideways for a little bit, or, you know, well, yeah, traded sideways a little bit before it pushed down. But it just so happened we caught the explosive down move.
Yep.
So you will put it right there and not to the one to the left of it?
Because so right here, right? So we had, so we came down, right? Then we had you had at least 3 candles up. So that's enough for a pullback, right? So that was the pullback, or you know, your swing. So this was the most previous swing point.
Oh, because okay, that's probably
so
my issue.
You probably put it from right here, right?
I did, yes.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's kind of like the overall move, but to get a more accurate gauge, I just used the most previous swing point.
Got you. Okay.
And that'll give you a more accurate reading as far as where it bounced off, where you see, like I told you, that 50 level, which lines up with this consolidation right here before the market dropped. So this is actually a good point of reference. But I mean, your analysis is absolutely correct. that it was inevitable for it to push down.
Gotcha.
That was a big move, man.
Yeah, that was huge. Okay.
Then like when I saw this right here, that most of the time, that's an indication that the market doesn't want to move. Not past that area anyway.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sellers weren't willing to allow the market to move past this area. Like I said, it was setting up. It was setting up for that 930 move. All right, so the next move to look at would be see what it does when it gets down to so this is the low of the day. So you want to see if it breaks the low of the day. You want to see if it breaks the low of the day or if it retraces from the low of the day.
And you're just watching from that point. You're not,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
not placing a trade on it. You just want to see if it continues or
Oh, yeah.
traces. Okay.
Yeah. See, I done made my money already, right? So now all it is just at this point, what I like to do is just look for additional opportunities. But now I'm gonna be even more skeptical, right? Like I'm definitely not getting in unless it really looks like I'm 1,000% sure, like LC like to say. Like if I'm not 1,000% sure, at this point, is no reason for me to really chase the market. I've already made my money for the day. I'm not about to give it back. So any move that I get in from here on out is, it has to be like that, a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
If I can catch the moves early on and make my money early on, all the better for it. Because now I don't honestly, because if I start to get busy, throughout the rest of the day, I've already made my money. But if I do catch some opportunities, though, I'm not gonna hesitate.
Right. I mean, that all makes sense. So LC, how good are you at entering trades?
For me, I think I would say 50-50 at this point. I'm working on my timing, but I will say like I still use a stop loss unless I'm like focused in on it like we are now. Like I still use a stop loss, but I don't risk much. Like I risk very little when I get into trades. So I don't lose much, even if it does, it doesn't go my way, but I'm about 50-50.
Okay. Now, and I don't, and I'm with you. I still use a stop loss too, and I probably will continue to do so. And I am real, I'm real cautious. So, but what I'm noticing is until I get better at my entries, instead of doing 10 pips, I think I've cut mine down to like 6 or so, somewhere around there. That way I would minimize losses and I'll still have some wins at trades. Because I know like yesterday and this morning, I had like in my opinion, I think I got in good trades, but I got them just a hair too late. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do 6 or 7 pips, and then I'll get out. That way, I'll take my profits and run.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Until I get my timing together, I think I'm focusing on no less than 5 or 6 pips, and then get out. Once I really get good at the timing, then I'll start creeping the number of pips that I want. 10 will definitely be the number, and from 10 and up.
Yeah.
That's good. So, so look, check it out. So you see the market trying to push up. So what's happening is right here, all this volume, this is called stopping volume. So basically, remember we said the next thing to look is to see what price does at the low of the day. And sure enough, the market doesn't want to push past that low of the day right now. So the buyers, so if you notice, the buyers have absorbed all of those sell orders at that bottom. Can you see that? Can y'all see that?
A little small, but I think I can.
But yeah, so you got more buying volume at that
Yeah.
bottom. than
Gotcha.
You have
Okay.
selling
Got it.
volumes. Yeah, so that's called absorption. And is, the other name for it is stopping volume. So basically, the buyers aren't looking to allow the market to push past that point. So what they did was they absorbed all of those sell orders. And then what they're going to end up doing is redistributing them on the way back up, which is what they're kind of doing now, if you look.
Okay. So how is it, just, on a sidebar, so I'm looking at your price on the left side over here, was it 163,869 and the 164,015 in the volume profile?
Right here.
Yeah, yours is totally different. I ain't gonna say totally. The left side appears to be about the same, but your right side is different from mine. I'm trying to understand why.
Because you opened your you put yours on a lot later than mine. I've had this on all night.
Okay, so it's just a range, probably.
Yeah, definitely. It's giving you as much data as it can collect from the time that you opened it, but you're not going to have the same data as me specifically. Because like I said, I've had this open all night.
Okay.
Because I wanted to see, because I like to see the historical, because you only get 6 bars. So, I wanted to see what was going on when I came and sat at the computer first thing.
Oh, 6, okay, 8:15, 8:30, 8:45. Okay, got you. Okay. Okay.
So some key takeaways, just so y'all know. So first, remember, we got to identify the trend. That's number one. I think, because trading against the trend will get you in trouble more often than not. So remember, before you place your trade, you got to identify the trend. That goes without saying. If you can't identify the trend, then you shouldn't be putting a trade in. Then you go on with your analysis. Make sure you're aware of the timing, because again, like I'm sure there was some people who thought this was going to be a continued up move. I mean, that's the idea, but I mean, that's just not how it works. But that's what the market makers prefer, though. Oh, see, look at that. We done put that resistance, that 15-minute resistance there. Look, that algorithm and this is probably one of the best indicators on TradingView. The algorithm in this thing is so dead on.
So why did it all of a sudden want to put it there now as opposed to when it initially rejected? Is it because the candle just finished?
Well, yes, because the candle just finished and you had multiple touches.
Okay. All right. So yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the multiple touches, but it wasn't there. And but yeah, I looked at the time, I was like, oh, the candle just finished. So
Yep. But I love this. I love this indicator. Like it's spot on. Because look, it was interesting because before you got on, Tony, LC and I were talking about this resistance point. It was like, well, it doesn't exist yet, but
okay.
We were like, it's nothing for it to bounce off of. It was like nothing existed at the time, but yeah, it went on and put it in for us. All right, so we had that stopping volume here. So what we should probably start to see now is probably continued bounces from this low of the day. Because what I'm seeing is the volume, as all of these got absorbed, the volume is starting to slow down a bit as we come down. Even though it's still pushing down, that volume still a bit low. And you see like buyers are trying to step in and push the market up.
Gotcha. You know what another good column would be like a ratio. seller to buyer or buyer to seller ratio. So you can see how the ratio trend changes.
Oh, that's it. You can get that in your data window.
Where do you see that at?
So a couple of things. All right. So
Yeah, so you can do about like the difference of value too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got it right here as well, Tony, for the candle. So this is what's going on inside the candle.
Okay. Oh, okay. I forget about that little part.
And it actually gives you the delta. So right now we got more sell volume than buy volume, just a little bit. And you see how that's changing. So yeah, so look, so what happened is right here, down here, so they offered to sell 357 contracts. Only 106 of them got filled. So it's like, okay, not a lot, you know what I'm saying? So that's what all of this means. Like I have 357 contracts, who's willing to buy them? So 106 people were willing to buy them, but that's it. That's pretty low volume compared to what was offered. So the supply is 357, but the demand just isn't there. So now you got to ask yourself, well, so then it becomes, that's where, buyers or sellers take over. And see, you got divergence right here because we got more buy volume, but the market is, the price is lower. So it's showing divergence. So again, like I said, they're looking to protect this low of the day is what it looks like. So you got that rejection right here. Watch it. We're rejecting right here. Price came down, rejecting. So let's see if we continue. So see what's happening, right? So from the demand side, we're offering to buy 44. So let's see if the sellers, anybody bites on it. We offer more. So we're gonna see if anybody bites even more. Typically when it goes up like that, so buyers are trying to get aggressive to get more action. See, the sellers are kind of saying, nah. So now what this basically means is the market doesn't want to push down and it doesn't want to push up. So we do, all right, we got 5. So we sit in the range for a little bit, but since we got 5, now there's an opportunity to push up to the next price point.
So I'm gonna ask you another dumb question.
Uh-huh.
And Elsie, it's okay. I'm gonna ask all the dumb questions today, so you don't have to, okay?
I'm gonna ask some dumb ones too.
So, like, say for instance, you're at what level is that? I'm just gonna say the 163, the lowest level, right? For the sell and the buy. So in order for it to push up, the volume has to push to each next level of, I guess, the price point in order for it to get to the highest level. I guess the highest level.
Yes.
And we just talking about value. Okay. So it's not just going to jump to the highest point and just start populating volume. There's got to, fill in orders.
Right. Because what happens is orders are offered on both sides, right? People offering to sell, people offering to buy, right? And in order for the market to move, there has to be takers.
Yeah. Okay.
And depending on which way the market moves is determined by the number of takers on each side. So if I got some sale contracts out there, right? And I get enough buyers. I just need a few buyers, right? And then I can move the market. I can lower. So if I only get a few buyers, then I'm gonna lower the price a little bit more to see if I get more buyers, right? Because you're trying to offload, you're trying to sell your contracts. But then, so that's how it moves. So we got people buying and selling. Then I'm gonna go to the next price point. So if I'm demanding, if I'm looking for somebody to sell me contracts, then I'm gonna put it out there, hey, I'm looking to buy 56 contracts. Anybody selling any sellers out there? Boom, yeah, we got 5. All right, cool. 5. All right, let's go to the next level and see if anybody's willing to sell at that level.
Okay.
But when it gets to a point where there's great imbalance, meaning that you have way more, so like at this bottom right here, so we got way more supply than demand at this bottom right here. So these buyers aren't willing to buy it at this price point. We got a few, and if we wanted to try to move down, but is it worth it? Because we got so much demand right here. I mean, so much supply right here. So is it worth trying to go to the next bottom level to see if anybody bites? It's starting to slow down. So then, as you can see, the buyers, because they weren't willing to buy at this level or offer anything at this level, they wanted to push it up. And so you saw them gradually push the market up.
Okay.
And you see, like, so remember with this one right here, right? It started off, it was a small number, and you had 0 over here, right? And then you saw them get a little bit more aggressive, and then you had more come over here. But that could have been the move where it was like, all right, let's put some sell orders in to entice people to get into the market. So that's where the enticement and stop moves and getting retail traders into the market comes from as well. That manipulation, that's the manipulation.
Mike, are you trying to monetize your YouTube channel?
No,
You know? Okay.
not yet. Because I thought about it. I was thinking about it yesterday when I saw that 10 pips and dip. I was like, that's a good, that'll be a good product to market on the channel too.
And
That.
because I don't think have you seen this this profile on YouTube? This SVP profile. You haven't?
No, the SVP nor the order flow. You not this particular order flow. People don't know that this order flow exists on TradingView.
So, and that's what I mean, right? So look, you have this thing down to a great science, and you put it very simplistic so that traders can understand and comprehend to it. So I'm sure you get tons of views for this. Sidebar.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna put it out there, so we'll see.
And I know you still not necessarily feeling your way through it, but you have a great grasp on it. And the more you speak it, at least to myself and Elsie, and even David and Dre, you'll probably come up with new ways to convey it to other users. And it's great.
Thank you, sir. That's what I do. All right, so I'm about to. All right, I got a call to jump on, so I'm gonna go on mute real quick.
Okay.
Let me see. I'll open the call and then I'll be back. Give me a few.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna leave the screen and everything up. I'm just going to mute myself. And I can still hear y'all too, just FYI. So if you have a question or something.
Okay.
You see how it's rejecting. So look, let's see. Buyers are trying to take control.
I just lost my what is it called?
You lost your order flow, didn't you?
Yeah, the is that what it's called? The order flow at the bottom?
Yeah, you can't refresh. It doesn't. Yeah, it's not
Oh no. No, there we go. I'm sorry.
okay.
So I was messing with they got a collapse pane, and I didn't know where it collapsed to.
Okay. Yeah, so remember that on the order flow, like if you switch time frames and all that stuff, it's going the data that you've collected is gonna go away and it's gonna start over. Um,
Okay.
yeah.
So do you ever close GJ this window? You just open up a new pane?
So what I do, yeah, that's why I do the two pane thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trick of the trade.
Yeah. Cause I gotta keep my data, man. I like to see now every now and again. I mean, I let it refresh because I got what I need and I'll let it start over. And you only talk about 15-minute candles anyway. So, I'll
Correct.
get a whole new 15, whole new 6 candles eventually.
Right, exactly. Like I don't have any data for 8:30 and 8:45.
Right. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you don't need it now because you kind of know what's going on in the market now.
Yep, I see it rejecting off that 15-minute.
Uh-huh. But see, the scary thing is, and see, here's what I was showing LC, like, so with this, so you see how it's rejected. So you had some absorption. So basically the sellers tried to absorb as many of those buy contracts as they could at that level. So that's why it's rejecting. And so what you'll notice is the very next level, we got more sell volume. So this is where sellers come in to push the market down, to try to push the market down. But again, the buyers are still in control. So you got to keep that in mind. But you do have the sellers at least trying to push. So what they're doing is they're trying to push the market away from this price level right here.
Oh, there we go. I need a bigger screen.
How big is your monitor, Tony?
Well, I'm working on my laptop, right? So
Ah.
yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh wow.
Somebody look, sellers got real aggressive. I
Yeah.
knew it. I knew it. Look at that, Tony.
Wow.
And you see, look, so the buyers, they're offering to try to push the market up. You see that right there?
Yeah, zero. Okay.
Yeah. Nobody took, oh, we got some takers. So they're going to try to push it up. So watch. Yep. They're going to try to push it up. All right, let me go on mute. This call about to start.
Okay, no problem.
I'm here though. I'm here.
LC, are you putting this order flow together?
LC put in the chat. She had to step away.
Oh, okay. I didn't
So the next move to kind of look at would be, I guess, to see, since we plan on the upside now, to see if price actually breaks this 15-minute resistance.
Right now it can, but there's still people missing it.
Okay. Trying to push it down some more. Sellers, oh, there are a few buyers. Mhm. Mhm.
Hey, you there, Tony?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. So what you think? You see
Oh
the
yeah, I was watching watching it push down and then I watch it push right back up.
uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm just watching the volume, just whether increase from from the lower price point up to the upper, and I see how now on that the next price point, yep, it's starting to push up more. Got some buyers and sellers. Yeah. Oh wow. So yeah, I'm yeah, I'm watching. I'm making sure I can comprehend to this because this is like the tool.
Yeah, nah, definitely.
Look at that. Look
Boom.
at that. Look at that. So the
Uh-huh.
more volume you get in that one price point, it moves up higher. That don't make sense to me.
What you mean?
Like the price point right now that it's at is 163,948, I believe. Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the volume profile.
Yep.
And so it looks like it made the candle move further up the more volume it got in that price point.
Yeah. So if you look, let's see that candle. So we got it's almost neck and neck, but it's actually more sell volume sitting there right now. But
Mhm.
it's pretty much neck and neck though, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But if it close, so this is the point of control. So, if we get a close above it, there's a good chance the market is going to keep pushing up. But like I said, what I'm looking for is for price to break this resistance right here.
Mhm.
So you're looking for a close either above this line right here, right? or above this one for sure. Now, if you really want to be sure, you want it to close above this line,
Yeah.
for the up move. Now, we do get a close. If we do get a close above this line right here, there's nothing in the way, really, to stop it from moving up. So what I would look to do is, here's what we're going to do. We're going to be smart about this. All right, so here's what we're going to
Using
do.
that line this time, the last time we used the previous one.
No, I'm going to use this one this time because this is going to be made. This is going to be the major one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what we'll look. So we get that break, right? So you see how it almost lines up with the 38? So if we get that break, look for it to move to here, because this is the entire move. So we want to capture the entire move right now, because that's the 61.80 that it's going to react off of for sure. So that's the greater move. This is where the market is going to give back roughly 50 to 60% of the move. But this is just on the 15-minute candle.
Right.
But I mean, obviously still to be considered, right? This is still minor structure. So yeah, so that would be the move. So if it breaks, right, we're not looking to put anything in just yet. We'll wait to see what happens when it gets to here, and then see if it goes here. This is where we're looking at, the golden ratio area. So I wouldn't look to put any orders in until we got like right around here.
Okay, not it breaking the 38.
No.
But if it tests the 61.8 area.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right. Because keep this in mind, right? The trend hasn't changed.
It's just a pullback.
Right. It's still a downtrend. So it's risky to put in a buy order. Right. Now you can, obviously, if you do it right, you can
get a couple pips.
Right. But you'll get more pips if we let it, get to this golden ratio and make its way down.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Instead of chasing, because right now you're chasing the pullback if you put in a buy order.
Right.
But it's going, and it's bearish. So wait till the confirmations to put in your orders there.
There you go. Exactly. See, a lot of people are going to get in, because like what's happening, part of what's happening is all these people that probably got money on this down move, they're probably just basically closing orders, right? So that's causing the pullback. That's what causes pullbacks a lot of times.
Okay.
Because remember, the move is actually it's a downtrend, right? So the move is to the downside, it's bearish, right? And that's not going to change until we break one of these points over here, to go back the other way. So until then, your biggest your lowest risk moves are going to come to the downside, of course.
Okay.
And that's what we mean by not chasing the market, because I'm sure it's a lot of people chasing this up move right now, and that's fine. I mean, that's what they want.
Right. Yeah, I get it. It's just less risk going with the trend instead of against it.
There you go. Exactly.
Okay. And this is when the patience comes into play.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you already got your map set. So it's just a matter of waiting it out. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong, and myself included. I don't really have a map in place, right?
Okay.
I'm just waiting for you know, whether a rejection to a certain key area, which 9 times out of 10 don't mean, you know, it's gonna go in the direction that you anticipate. Um, so and that's where I get caught, right? So, right, and usually, and I'm gonna say usually because I can't confirm 100% whether I'm looking for that rejection with the trend or against the trend.
Mhm.
And
Gotcha.
it's probably usually against the trend because I end up losing the trade.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. Like I said, I'm not even, like I said, even, this is a pretty, it's, this up move, you could have got a couple of pips out of it, right? But look at what's happening, right? You never know when you go against the trend, you never know what's going to happen. It's so, so unpredictable and so risky. So
Mhm.
like, I'm not enticed by, this move, right? I'm not enticed by that. Again, I'm waiting until I'm not doing anything until I get a clear rejection in the golden ratio area between the 50 and 61.8. Anything below that, I'm not making a move, buy or sell.
Gotcha.
And the reason being is because let's say you do get in on a sell right now, right? So it breaks this, right? You're getting this rejection right here, right? Let's say you do get in on a sell. How far do you really think it's going to go? Do we think we're going to make a new low at this point? So something to keep in mind, the shallower the pullback, the less move you're going to get after that. So you see what I'm saying? So if it retraces right here, this 38, right? It's not going to go very far to the downside. That's a shallow retracement, which means it's going to be a shallow move.
Okay.
Right, in the direction of the trend. The deeper the pullback, the bigger the move.
Okay.
So
I have heard you say that before. Okay.
Yep. Because the way this is really playing out is on the 4-hour. So this move right here is all one impulse move, right? Then you're going to get the entire correction, right, to here. Then you wait. That's when you're looking to get the next impulse move.
Okay. Okay.
And you see how it, let's see. Yep, we got a new candle.
Oh, you really got rid of the colors.
Oh, yeah. You just noticed that?
I noticed it earlier. I just didn't say nothing yet.
Oh, yeah. Because I want to again training my eyes, right? I watched the video, the same video, I sent it to you.
Yeah.
I thought there was value in that, like just training your eyes for patterns.
No, and that makes sense, right? Yeah, but I think I'm gonna leave mine alone until I see, like, and I don't know what the validity in the color of the chart, the candlesticks, when you start trying to look at patterns like the engulfing and the not the double top, but the hammer with, I forget, it's so many daggone patterns, candlestick patterns.
I know, right? So yeah, so you see how it bounced off of that. And we'll see if it continues, right? We'll see if it continues. But what we're waiting on, we want it to continue, right? Because we want the deep pullback.
Correct.
That's what we're waiting for.
So let's back up real quick. So I'm just trying to completely understand how or why you did the two different types of fibs. Well, not two different types, but you mapping it two different ways. So the first one was on the first. Yes.
Yep.
and to the downside. Why did we do it that way again? I'm trying to remember why we
So I
did
did it that way because I knew that this wasn't, so just to kind of get an idea to illustrate what you were showing.
Mhm,
I knew that that wasn't the true pullback just yet, because we still had some down move to go.
mhm.
But it's good to see, in any case, again, because it's coming from the most previous swing, high or low. This one, in this case, this was the most previous swing high. So I just did it from there just to get an idea, from that perspective and this new move. Because if you do it by impulse move, so this was a pretty big impulse move right here. So this was the down move, right? From here to here, right? And then this was the corrective move, right? Then you had another impulse. So that's the logic behind it. So the next impulse was, if you call it the third wave, right? It lasted all the way to here,
Correct, yeah.
right? So it was from here, and that's basically in essence what you're doing. You're going from impulse. So you're trying to pinpoint the how far the correction is going to go.
Mhm,
So in order to do that, you have to do that from the most previous swing or the most previous impulse, right? So that's all that is. But to get the greater move though, because now it's counter to this entire move right here. So once we started breaking this area right here, so now we're getting into a new impulse, which will be your ABC corrective. So this was your A, your B. Now you're about to get your C, right? Then we'll
mhm,
go back into the direction of the trend. The
mhm.
ABC move, remember an Elliott wave, is your entire corrective pattern.
Right, okay, yep.
So you got the A, you got the B, now you're getting the C. So
Gotcha.
once the C move is over, we should then get our next impulse wave, which will be the third wave. So even though you got this, and then this, so on the greater scale of things, this is all going to be impulse wave one.
I got you. Oh, yeah, okay.
Then this will be corrective wave two,
Mhm.
then impulse wave three.
Gotcha. So in theory, this should be a bigger move.
Right.
And it should exceed that low.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, if not, that just means the move is just strong enough for it to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? To keep moving down. That's how strong the move is. So if it does retrace here and we get a new low, then that's just the strength of the down move, right? But if not, we're looking for the deep, we should get a deep retracement for that corrective wave. But
Gotcha.
it's not gonna, again, we're still gonna be in a downtrend. That's what, you keep in mind. We're still in a downtrend. Now, when it starts to get beyond that 61.80, then you can start, thinking, maybe a true trend reversal.
And okay, if it passes 61, if it passes the 61.8, what are we comparing it to determine a trend reversal?
So we haven't determined that it's a trend reversal just yet, but that's when you start thinking trend reversal.
Okay, you're just thinking about it. I was just thinking about like comparing. Well, you would need. I guess you would need. What is it called? Something to finish. So you'll start looking at the new patterns to finish the pullbacks, the new swing highs and lows to determine it. Got you. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
All right, I got it.
So we got this consolidation going on right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure that.
But that's why I say it was definitely some profit taking going on. So now you get some repositioning of some orders right now. And you can see it, right? You can see it playing out.
So how often do you use your, what is it called? Because I think I might have just, the SVP. How often do you use that?
So I just started putting it back on there. So I'm gonna keep everything I have on here now. I'm gonna keep on. I think I can operate with this. It gives me a pretty clean chart.
Okay.
Yeah, I just put it back on because I noticed like I mean, it's valuable. I like to see, so if you notice, like I want to capture volume from all ends.
Yeah, and that's what I noticed that's in there.
Yeah. And I noticed that I didn't have this one on at first, but I went on and put it on because I noticed it didn't mess with anything. It didn't distort any of my other stuff.
Okay. Where do you place the recordings at?
So I had to learn from last time. So the recordings, so it's saved on the Zoom link. I ended up having to move it from Zoom and save it on my computer
Mhm.
in order for me to post it to YouTube. And I post to YouTube, obviously, because that's where you get the length and everybody has access to YouTube.
Right. Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
And it's you just keep it like private or something. It's
So
only
usually I
accessible.
leave them public, but I was thinking about this one. I think I'm gonna leave this one private.
Mhm.
I'll send the link out to see if you all can access it in private.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one I want to stay private because it's information on here that I don't want everybody to know just yet.
Right. No, I get it. I forget how you do it though, but it's yeah, because it's a way that you do it on YouTube where you can share it with certain people, but the public can't access it. Yeah,
Yep.
because I know I made a couple videos like that too, but it's been a while since I did it. Look at that candle.
Look, I'm about to say the same thing. That's what we want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like I said, Tony, like people chase this market, man, and to their detriment. It's the market isn't going to do necessarily what you want it to do. So that's why you got to have a plan. We get ahead of it, right? We say, okay, this is what we're waiting for. And I'm dead set against that. I'm not putting the order in until, I get in this area right here, right? And I get my confirmations.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing's going to change there. And, if it doesn't happen, it don't happen. Like, I'm cool with that. But a lot of people, get, one, and it's fine, it's understandable, everybody wants to make money and trade the market, but I've just determined that I rather trade less and make more money than trade more and be kind of 50-50 on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that trade that 3,000 that I lost yesterday, I tell you about that one. Like that was a pure stop out move. I purely got stopped out on that one.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I mean, like I didn't have a stop loss or anything. I didn't have my stop loss or anything. But it was a stop move because like the analysis and everything was on point. And then it moved fast. So I was like, okay, I know what that is. And so I mean, I closed my order as soon as I saw it, but by that time I was already in 3,000. So I was like, all right, that's cool. Shook it off and then waited for the next opportunity to get in. Got in, made my money back and some. Then I was done. I was like, all right, I'm done playing with them for the day.
Mm-hmm. Right. Don't blame you. So you don't play with stop loss if you're watching the market?
No, if I'm watching the market, I typically don't. Because, if I'm sitting here in front of it, I'll get in and out. Once I got satisfactory money, typically 10 pips or, depending on what lot size I'm using, I'll just go ahead and close it out. My thing is no need to hold it longer than I have to. If I made my money, then I'm good.
Yeah, I seen a few that you had like 6 or 7. I want to pick the smaller ones.
Oh yeah. Nah, if I make my money, Tony, like especially like if I use the higher lot sizes, and that's the beauty about when you build your account, you really don't have to hold it long. You know?
Mhm. True, true. Yeah. And I feel like, I can still do the same thing, even with the smaller lot sizes.
Yeah,
Because you just want to capitalize on the profitable trades.
that's it. That's it.
Mhm. Like I said, my last three or four, they were all about 6 or 7 pips.
Yeah, no, and that's fine. Like that's good. That's why I said like that's great, Tony. 6 pips. That's great. It was a win, right? You got in, you got out, and
Woo!
I know, right? Oh man, they real aggressive. Buyers
Right.
are
They
real.
are aggressive. They are aggressive. It's approaching the golden ratio.
Yeah. We got 1 minute and something left.
Left on the candle, right? I'm checking it out. I'm laughing at trees.
Hey, Mike.
Hey. Let's see. All right, let's see. Let's see. We hitting that 50.
No, we might not be able to get in. It might not close on. Well, I still got plenty of time. That's tons of
Oh,
time.
yeah. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do because I want to catch this one. I'm going split screen on them, Tony.
Just create a class and sell it.
It's above it. It's in the area. Okay.
Yep. That's what I'm about to.
But it's not.
No, it's not rejecting. Not yet.
Mhm.
And see, I'm afraid that when it rejects, it's gonna reject hard too.
Yeah. At a small rejection wick.
All right, keep going.
So okay. Oh, that's what you're doing.
Oh yeah, you see, I went to the 5 minute.
5 minutes, right. I said, oh.
Okay, so if you look at the order flow,
That's for the 15-minute, right?
So so the sellers offered. You see how they offered 2 contracts down there?
Yeah.
Like, look, any takers? I like that though, because it gives you insight of where we're trying to go with this now. All right, keep going. Uh-oh. Here we go.
I use a car to get my COVID test around 12.
It's probably today, no. You got to be good.
All right, buyers are trying to be aggressive with it, Tony.
Yeah, they're still pushing it up.
Oh, we about to get rejection. It's about to reject.
Oh. 3 days before or something?
As close as possible.
So then why are you only doing tomorrow? I mean, today? It's just Tuesday, it's Saturday, ain't it?
Friday.
You scheduled it through the. I think it's scheduled just like a regular test. Are they asking for like Cause we got test of things, like,
I believe so, yeah. You,
All right, Tony. All right, you see how nobody's taking?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want to see right there. So they're
Okay.
starting to push the action away from this price point.
Okay. I see how the rejection wick is getting a little longer.
Uh-huh.
you decide against dressing up.
All right, so the 5 minute is showing me something.
Oh, it's getting longer. I feel like it's pushing it down. I see the buying and the selling volume at the lower time, not the lower time frame, but the lower prices.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, doesn't look like it wants to break past this area right here.
Still got less than a minute. Well, less than a minute.
Let's see, on the 5 minute, waiting for it to close. I don't know, Tony. I don't know if it's gonna break it, brother.
You wanted to break it or you wanted
Oh, no,
to?
no. No, I wanted to reject for sure.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that's the 5 minute. So we see we got a bit of rejection.
Oh, yeah,
And
you said wait for this candle, give this candle some time.
it's about to come down. It's coming down. Let's see. So like what I'm seeing is, so like you see how we got 39 and 0, so there was no takers. So now we're looking, I want to see if anybody's going to fill right here. This is where the market is going to push down. So they're going to come, as you can see, the sellers are looking to push it down.
I don't even see the 39 online, which is weird.
Oh man. Let's see. I can't open it fast enough. I'm about to get this order in. Yep, I'm getting there. I'm gonna get in. Let's see. All right, I'm in profit. Back and forth, back and forth. Let me see something. Give me a second, Tony.
Yep.
Look, I had to come off mute for this one, Tony. You see it?
Yeah, I'm on. I was on mute, but I was cursing.
All right, let me close out this call. I just want to make sure you seen it.
Okay.
All right. Look, I'm almost $100 in profit, brother. Look, this is what I do, man.
I see. I'm watching. I'm learning from the master.
Man, Tony. I don't know if I should close my orders out or if I should let them keep going.
Oh, oh. No, it's funny. You know, I look, I'm gonna take my wins and just keep it moving, right? But I set my TP at 7 pips, and
Okay.
yeah, so it hit and it's done.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
smart. Okay, so you did get in.
Yeah, no, I did. I was watching your chart, and yeah, and I saw how it started to push down. Yeah. So shoot, you were scrambling, so I was like, let me scramble too.
Man, I couldn't flip the phone quick enough. MetaTrader, where you at?
No, this is very insightful, right? And I know the scenarios that we went through, the two that we went through. I know it's more than that, right? So, but it's a matter of opening your mind and yeah, just follow like the volume profile. I think the volume profile definitely helps a ton.
Oh yeah.
Like a ton. Like it makes sense when you start talking about, okay, all right, so I see that the seller, no, excuse me, nobody's buying what the sellers, no, the sellers aren't buying anymore. And we want rejection. So you start to see how the selling pressure is towards the bottom and not the top anymore. So, and then you get confirmation because you start to see the candles start to move in the direction that you want it to go.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So no, that selling profile, the order flow analysis helps a ton.
Yeah. And that's why like all over the weekend, like I was really digging into it to really understand it. And so so I went back to the book that I had, I read through that some more. And then some other stuff that I had on order flow, watch some more videos. Like I really wanted to decipher it and understand it to bring it to you all and help you all to do the same, understand it, decipher it, and see how we could use it or use it to our benefit. Yeah. So and I wanted to try it out on the real market, so I was trying it out on Bitcoin over the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
Bitcoin.
you're able to paper trade Bitcoin on TradingView?
Oh, I don't trade Bitcoin at all. But no, I don't know. I haven't tried.
Oh, you said you was trying it out on Bitcoin. I thought
No, not necessarily trying it out, but watching the movements. Because like the order flow is not gonna, if there's nothing, if the market is closed, it's not going to display any data. So I needed something for it to display the data.
Correct. I got you. All right. So is this the instant, like, this is so funny, right? So you saw how it pushed back to the upside, right? So it's still in that area of the golden ratio. So would this be the same time where you would, even though you sold yours, you'll jump back in if you still get the same signals?
Oh yeah, like so let's say if you missed it the first time, right?
Mhm.
This is a good opportunity because if you look, like almost the exact same thing is playing out that played out in the last candle. So you see they offered what 35 and zero, no takers yet. So the same thing is playing out. But you see, if you look this area right here, the sellers are trying to push the action away from this area.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we'll see if anybody takes, right here, and see if they get a little bit more aggressive than 35. 35 is, I guess, isn't enticing enough. So see,
Right.
there
Oh,
you go.
yeah.
You see, so they got a little more aggressive, get some takers. So now we'll see if they're able to push past. Yep. So they push past a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Yep. They getting real aggressive. Yep. And you see how we were able to push to the next level. So now we'll see if there are any takers. Now what's happening is the sellers are trying to push the action back down. So we'll see if any takers right here. If we get takers, then they can move the market. So you see they got a little more aggressive.
Wow.
They getting real aggressive.
Wow. So if this closes above the 61.8, this is a potential of reversal, right?
Not yet.
Oh,
Not
no,
until,
no, no. Trend change. I'm sorry.
yeah, not yet. Not until you get to the 70 level.
Okay.
All right. So the sellers are trying to absorb a lot of those buy contracts. So here's where the battle is happening.
Mhm.
So this is called stopping volume. So you're going to get a high thing of volume right here to try to stop the market from moving up. So if they can absorb, if the sellers can absorb a lot of the orders that the buyers are putting, a lot of the contracts that the buyers are putting out there, they can keep it from moving up.
Got you. Okay.
And so now what you're starting to see is we're going to see the sellers are trying to overwhelm the buyers, but you see the buyers are still being aggressive. So they moved up. They being real aggressive.
Hmm. See, this is the part where I get anxious.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, you want to watch it play out.
hmm Well, yeah, what I mean is, like, we had that down move where we caught some pips, and then, it went back up for another potential down move, and I know that's where I would get a little anxious.
Mm-hmm.
They are not playing.
It's yeah. So you see where, all right, so the sellers are trying to push the action away from this area, right? So look, so they're trying to overwhelm the buyers on the lower price points. See it?
Yeah, yeah.
They're trying to push the action away from this area, this top area. That's how, to push the market down. It's just going to be a matter of who overwhelms who. Yeah, pushing the action away. So if they can keep pushing the market down and getting takers, on the other side, they can succeed.
This is a lot of value.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. These are probably some of the last, some of the last few trades some people are gonna put in with the conjunction, the overlap of the sessions. It's gonna close out at 12 o'clock. So you probably got, some traders just trying to close it out for the day.
I got you.
Yeah, they're trying to keep that action away from that top level.
And they're doing a good job. I only see it. It hasn't reached there in a minute.
Yeah. They like, look, let's keep the action away from this price. I made like 200 and something off the last push.
Oh, did you?
Uh-huh.
I think I made like $7 or something.
Okay.
Yeah, 769. Because I'm using that .15 lot size.
Uh-huh. All right, so let's see. Got a new 5-minute candle forming. That is a lot of volume in that 15
Right,
candle.
right. What time is it? Oh, so we're still working on that 10:45 candle. Got 5 minutes left in that.
Uh-huh. They still working to push it down too.
So, all right, so hold on, where is it? On this 5 minute, I can't tell where your ratio is. Is it? Oh, yes, no, never mind. I see it. Yep, right there. So if you were to get in a trade, it would have to end up closing within that ratio with it still pushing down.
Right. Yeah. Hey, you tracking with us, LC?
Yep.
We in that 61.80 area. We're trying to see how things shake out.
They are really not letting it get to the highest level.
Nah, but both sides seem to be putting up a pretty good fight though.
Yeah. I see it's a lot more buyers than sellers in that one area.
Mm-hmm.
So in that column to the far left where it says ticking volume, that's the number of contracts or whatever that's going into that price point.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Oh yeah, they got more aggressive. You see?
Yeah. Oh shoot. Also, okay, so they did hit that top one. I can see this is where a lot of people would lose trades. Like they'll probably maybe make a couple dollars. If not, get stopped out on that first move that you and I played, and then try to get back in this, and it just keeps continuing. continuing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, happens all the time.
Because I would have been one of those guys. Yeah, I don't even know.
Now you gotta watch. You gotta wait for, a really good signal to get in. That's why we're looking at it on the 5 minute, because
Yeah.
that's, you get a good signal on the 5 minute, then you could pretty much be in there. You can be in the move early enough.
Just they are fighting. Those buyers are they're determined.
Right.
Mm. Oh, 11 o'clock.
Hmm. Buyers are still aggressive.
As I'm watching. Okay. What the South is trying to make a move.
They're trying to make they stand.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Man.
So let's see. That's a pretty good rejection candle on that 5 minute too.
Mm-hmm. No, that's huge. That wick is like almost half the body.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it'll take a lot of rallying to push that back up.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting to see how much fight the buyers have left in them after that. Hold on, hold on.
I'm just looking at, you see the 15-minute candle? It has 8 minutes left in it, but
Ain't that something?
yeah, you know. Oh, you heard me? Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, I'm looking at it, brother. I'm looking at it. Look at that. So I like this that we're doing this all together. You know, we can talk about it as it's happening in the market. You know, it's different. You know, it's different than doing it on your own.
Yeah, like I know, especially like for me, knowing the entry and exit strategies and just yeah, knowing when not to trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even though I saw that large rejection candle, not to
Uh-huh.
say that I would have gotten in, but in some cases I probably would have got in just to try and attempt to grab a couple pips, but that's not a key area, so that's not ideal to get in.
Right. And it, again, like if you miss it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's fine. You don't lose, you're not losing any money. I mean, you just wait for the next opportunity.
Mhm. No, I'm talking about the current, like the previous, not the
Yeah.
existing candle, but the previous one. Like,
This,
oh
this
well,
one right
I'm
here,
sorry.
right?
Well, yes.
Yeah,
So
I'm with
after
you.
that, get in on this candle here to
Right.
try to grasp a couple pips, and it's on a down. Well, it should be on a downtrend. Yeah. Well, yeah, it is. So,
Yeah.
um,
No, I'm with you. I caught what you were saying. I'm with you. I'm
okay,
following you. Because
gotcha.
same thing here. Like, you know, again, you know, people look at it, oh man, I missed that move. Okay, but you didn't lose any money either. So
Right.
just
Yeah.
wait for the next one.
Mhm. Yeah.
Wait for a pullback or something. I think that's probably one of the biggest, it's trading psychology. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You overcome your psychology, that's like more than half the game right there.
Mm-hmm. There's so many traders out here that trade with emotion instead of, you know, trading with the technicals. And you know, you can still have the technical, you know, be technical savvy, but your no emotions won't allow you to execute the trade in which it was meant to be.
Yep. Yep. There you go. Exactly. I mean, but that's probably what a good 80 to 90% of traders though.
Yeah. That's that 10% which are the good traders, which make money.
Yep. 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 I tell you, like that, you know. I mean, you're gonna win. You know, hopefully you win a lot, way more than you
Then you
lose.
lose, correct.
But you're definitely gonna lose. That you just got to come to grips with that.
Mhm.
You got to come to grips with the fact that you are gonna lose trades. This is, you know.
Oh, okay. Like that closed below, that closed in the ratio.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, we in there. We in there.
Mhm.
Let's see. So I made 1,600 for the day.
You were in another trade?
I traded earlier.
Oh, so you didn't get in. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't get anything else.
Oh no. I didn't get in on this one. Not yet. No, I had some trades earlier today. Cool. So I am so for the day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I am 5 for 7 for today.
Sweet.
And you should be what, 2 and 0, 3 and 0, something like that.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you in 1 second. Give me 1 second. Actually, more than that. Let's see. Let's see. I am 2. Oh, I'm 4 for 4.
Okay. Look at you.
I had one I think last night I did. One I did last night too, which is a win. That's
Uh-huh.
when I started doing like 6 pips.
Gotcha.
So in the last 24 hours, let's say 12 hours or so, I'm 5 for 5.
That's what's up. 5 for, hey, look, that's you're 100% for the day.
Yeah, right.
Good. LC, you put any trades in?
I have.
All right. All right, y'all. Unless y'all think we should stay on for a little bit longer. Let me see. I think this one's going to keep playing out. We may get some consolidation or something at some point, but I don't know if it's going to move too fast. But
Mhm.
I think we analyzed it correctly.
Yeah. I think I got a lot out of today's session. So this was great. It's great for me.
Good. LC, did you have anything?
Maybe a stupid question, but what exactly would the trend of the day be? Like, where are we as far as, I mean, I can see, if I'm looking, I can see, but what's the real deal? Like,
Okay, no, let's look at it. We never did look at it, so that's a valid question. So let's look at the daily. I'm gonna take the fib off so we can get a better look. So that's interesting. Look at where we're tracking for today. And another way to look at it too, LC. We can look at the technicals. So it's showing buy for the day.
Right, I understand that, but we definitely didn't start off like that. And we're still in a bullish candle if you're looking at the chart. So with such high volume and buy, and you also had high volume and sell, like where, like outside of what the meter says, like where
So
could we pinpoint where we are?
So what we did and how what Tony and I were doing. So because we on the 15-minute, right? It was overall downtrend, right? So we were tracking so that's why I put the fib on there. And we were tracking the up move or the pullback. We were tracking it to the golden ratio area. Now it pushed beyond that, which could indicate that we may be in a trend reversal. But as you see, it started coming down now, but that doesn't mean that we aren't still getting indications of, moving further into the uptrend, to your point, right? But right now on the 15-minute, we're still looking at a downtrend. Overall, it's an uptrend. And then if you look at the 4-hour, we're in an uptrend. And then on the daily, we're in an uptrend. So overall, we're in an uptrend. The 15-minute and below, obviously, we're still on a downtrend, but moving upwards or something like that. Yeah.
So if the daily candle closes red, we were still in an uptrend for the day?
No. If the daily candle closes red, then that was an overall downtrend for the day.
Okay. So no matter what happens.
Yeah, definitely. Nah, good point. Nah, very good point. So let me see. Let me change the color of the candles real quick just to make sure. Because I can't tell if that's red or what. Okay, so yeah, that is red. So yeah, so overall for the day, we're in a downtrend, a bearish. So the market is bearish overall. Is that what you was getting at, LC?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, no, it's bearish. But you got to look at it too, though. So let's analyze the daily because that's going to give context to what's going to happen the rest of the week. So, and looking at the daily, right? So like this, so the market pushed down and then now it's basically pushing up, right? I mean, we're still slightly bearish, but it's moving in a bullish direction. So there's and then if you look, it didn't create a new low and it didn't even reach the previous low from yesterday. So that's to be considered. So what that means is we want to look and see how this finishes. If it finishes green, then the outlook for tomorrow is going to be bullish.
Could it still be like, what if this finishes in like a doji red for the day? We could still look at it as being bullish for tomorrow, right?
Yep. And the reason being is because the market pushed down, but it ended. So because now you got momentum to the upside. So now you got to think about where's the momentum. Even if, like you said, if this closes red, the momentum is to the upside because it started out all the way down here and pushed up.
Mhm.
for majority of the day. So now we got momentum to the upside.
Okay. Got it.
Cool. So yeah, so the outlook, I would again just wait and see how this finishes to give context to what we may be looking like for tomorrow's setups. And as you can see, this line is getting thinner. So it's it's a good chance that this can finish green. Again, momentum is on the side of the bulls right now. You catch that, Tony?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so you definitely want to always, I'm glad you brought it up, LC, because we have to, always consider the daily. I mean, that's what, smart money is looking at anyway. They're not even paying attention to, the 15-minute and everything. The daily is what, the banks and, people with a lot of money, that's what they're going off of. So. But those of us with little bank accounts, we stick down here the 15-minute.
Yeah.
Collect our scraps and move on. But you see, this is gonna, so this resistance right here is probably gonna, well, it's got to come back and test it. This resistance as support, but so we can look for movement towards this 4-hour resistance. So something to keep an eye on. As you can see, it's not looking to make new lows right now. So that's pretty much a wrap for the day. So it bounced off of this area right here, which lined up. Okay, so it bounced off of this area right here for that down move. It's bouncing off of here, this area. It's bouncing off this area right now. So we'll probably get some consolidation. But yeah, so you can keep an eye on the pressure. See what the pressure is.
All right.
All right, y'all. Anything else before we shut it down?
Nope, I'm good on my end.
LC?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to end the meeting. I'll put the recording. I'll send y'all the link for the recording. I'm gonna try to keep it private this time. Keep it just to our group.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Thank y'all. Let me know. When y'all want to do this again.